Listen, the Tinder Swindler was a very easy thing to find if you were one of those women. If you didn't compromise on one of these standards, standards are there to override emotional decisions. In other words, let's just say you really like, let's just say you hire your friend to work at your job and you love them as your friend. But one of the policies at your job says that if they're late 3 times, they're fired no matter what, right? Those are your standards. Let's just say your friend is late 3 times in 3 months, right? And that's a fireable offense. Without the policy, most likely nepotism would have kicked in and you would have said, it's no big deal. You're my boy. I'm not going to fire you. But let's just say you're beholden to the standards of your job, to the policy, and you tell your boy, look, man, I love you, you're my friend, but because you were late 3 times, the policy says you're fired. I don't want to fire you, but those are the standards at this job. Don't take it personal. In fact, your friend wouldn't take it personal because he understands, and you understand, even though it was difficult to do, you fired him and you did the right thing. That's the power of having standards. It overrides an emotional decision. And the number one rule with a guy, 3 rules that I always tell you guys to never break, is never accept guys who verbally hit you, no, who verbally abuse you, who physically abuse you, and who financially ask for money in the beginning. Men who ask for money in the beginning, men who hit you, men who are verbally abusive. But particularly in this case is asking for money. Let me tell you something. Anytime anybody asks you for money in the first month, for $50, for $60, for whatever, okay? That's a humongously red flag, especially if they're asking for a lot of money. Listen to me. Just make it a policy, no matter what, no matter how rich he looks, no matter how successful he is, never give money to men. In general, anybody you don't know less than a few months, never give them money. Because most likely, a lot of the times they won't give it back, or they'll take too long to give it back, and it'll create resentment. But so if those women had that policy in mind, where they would never give money out to a man no matter what, this would never happen to them. It just would not have never happened to them. But they let their emotions affect their decision making. They like the guy. They let their eyes fool them. Because the biggest weakness of humans is their visual. If you look the part, people will treat you the part. Okay? This is why I dress the way I dress. It's intentional. I don't want you guys to assume. I think I'm a smart person. I really do think so, right? But I'm not a super smart, but I think I'm kind of decently smart. But I don't want you guys to judge me based on how nice my tie is and how intellectual I sound using big words. I want you guys to judge me based on the soul of what I say, all right? And a lot of people on YouTube fake it. Right? I try to go the other direction. I try to look a certain way, but to be that person despite of the way that I look. And I think I've achieved that to a certain degree, right? But the visual is the easiest road to make people believe, right? Seeing is believing, but seeing isn't reality. What you see a lot of the times is not reality. A lot of the times what you see is curated. A lot of the times what you see, people make it specifically so that it guides you to a certain decision, right? So a lot of the things are not what they seem, especially if you barely know the person, right? Now, the scam that this guy did was really good, okay? So I understand why they got fooled. I don't blame them. They're humans, and women have hypergamy, right? Women are consistently looking for better. It's nothing bad. It's what your ancestors did, and you are the descendants of your ancestors who use this as a strategy to get here. So it does work. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's like men who are superficial. It's you come from an ancestors of men who mostly all of them were superficial, and women come from an ancestors of women who mostly were looking for resources in a man and protection. It's just how it is. Okay, so women, it's in their instinct to always be looking for a better option, just like it's in a man's instinct to always be checking out women. It's just how it is. Okay. But you could overcome that and make sure this never happens by having standards. And one of those standards is never give out money. If a man asks for money twice in a month, it's one thing to ask for money once, and let alone to have the balls to ask a girl out, to ask a girl who you're dating for money. Seriously, it takes like it's almost like if you meet somebody, and let's just say this person doesn't have money, right? Let's just say you're stuck in the streets, right? And let's just say you need an extra $10 to have a burger, as an example, right? And you have a friend who says, "Let me just ask somebody for money," right? The fact that your friend is so comfortable with asking for money says that this person most likely asks for money and does it consistently. You get what it's what it says about the person's character to be willing to do that. See what I'm saying? It's not normal to be asking for money with people who you barely know. It's not normal, right? So just let alone that is a red flag. Now a lot of you ladies are smart, so I know you guys won't fall for it. But you know what? If you like a guy a lot, it could potentially happen to you. When you fall in love, that's when you become the most gullible. And that's why you have to rely on standards to keep you on the right path. All right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to learn more about this, I have a lot of courses that I sell online. You can check it out in the description down below. And let me know what your opinion is on the Tinder Swindler. Have you ever been scammed by a guy? I've been scammed by women. I even got mugged in Mexico. Not a good time. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys to check out my new course called Nice Girl. It's available for purchase right now. Okay. This course I specifically made for women who consider themselves nice, for women who are too forgiving, for women who let other people guilt trip them easily, for women who always give people the benefit of the doubt but always end up getting played. This course will teach you about people's actual manipulations, about the strategies that people use to extort from you, to take from you without you getting anything in return. Because nice people are in abundance in the world. And nice people, unfortunately, if they allow their nature to guide their lives, they will become bitter because they'll end up seeing that their niceness never leads to anything. So the goal of being a nice person is to get people to like you. But sometimes it has actual backward effects. Like it actually creates what you're trying to avoid. So this course will teach nice girls how to get what they want through being more assertive, how to express themselves, how to not get played, how to identify manipulation, how to reverse manipulation. So if you're somebody who's always had that consistently in their lives, who are always people pleaser, who are always being passive aggressive, this course will teach you how to communicate all of those things that you want to communicate with people without getting played. Okay, I'll teach you how to be more assertive. I'll teach you how to identify disrespect, because when you're a nice person, you have a hard time understanding when people are being disrespectful because you're seeing the world through insecurity. You want to be liked, and so when somebody doesn't like you, you sort of twist it around in a weird way. So I show you how to see disrespect. I show you how to stand up for yourself. I show you how to deter aggressors. I show you how to avoid sending signs of weakness, and how to send signs of strength, right? And I even show you a meditation on how to become more assertive. Check it out. It's a course that it's not a super long course because I made it that length for a reason. I don't want to overburden you with too much information. This is just straight to the point. If you watch this course, you will get the results. This is not a 5-hour course. Okay, this is like a 2.5-hour course. So I think it's 2 hours or something like that. And the reason why that is because it's straight to the point. Okay, so if you watch that course, do what the videos say. You will over time overcome your niceness. Okay, purchase it now. In the description down below, you'll see where it says "Purchase Nice Girl." It's only $99, and there's a 30-day money back guarantee. No questions asked. You'll get your money back. Okay, because if you don't get it back, I'm closing the channel. That's for sure. All right, so I'll see you guys inside, and I hope you guys enjoy that course.